Good morning, gamers. Welcome back. So right now you cannot see me. We're talking about the RPG a day. I am the AMDM Lee, and today RPG a day for today is a surprise. So surprise! I decided to shave. I decided to dye my beard. It's a good day. So surprise! I was. It's just been a weird week, and so I was not able to get perception check out today. I apologize for that. So we're going to talk about the RPG a day, and I've got 3 days to catch up on. And again, today was surprise. The one for the 20, I think today's the 23rd, was surprise. And surprise is great. My favorite game, it wasn't in a Dungeons and Dragons game, it was in a system that I wrote, Phantom. And the last game I ran in it, the last major game I ran in it, it was a superhero-esque game. And the surprise was the fact that the villain was also the leader of the party. That was so much fun. My wife and their boyfriend did not speak to us for a week. That's how fun that game was. So the first thing that was the surprise. We surprised him. He's like, they're like, I'm trying to get the pronouns proper. I'm working on it. They are going, all right, Ramses, show yourself. Oh, yeah, I'm Ramses. And it was a great game. So that was the surprise. That's the best surprise I've ever had in a game. Since we're going to work backwards, so the next one was Lost. Well, Lost and Vast. I'm going to say we're going to cover these the other 2 days. Lost. What have I lost? What? Friendships? No. When it comes to RPGs, I can't think of anything lost except I've lost a lot of books over the time. Just because moving and just things get damaged over time beyond repair. I've been through hurricanes and floods, and just sometimes shit doesn't last. So I've lost a lot of books over time. Now, for Vast, what I think about for Vast is when I was working on my continent for Artilla, I wanted things to feel like they were far away. And originally I had put the continent size to be the size of Eurasia. So it was supposed to be a fairly good size country. Well, as I started playing around, actually I first started playing around with it was the size of Australia. And then I'm trying to cut something off here so it doesn't cut me. And then I realized Australia's not large enough. So I went into Europe. And then I started looking at some of the technologies that are available. Get over here. There. I was looking at some of the technologies that would have been available around the time frame that my game is set in. And I realized that Europe might be a little bit small, but Eurasia might be a little bit small, but it's close to the size. So if you can imagine how big my continent is, imagine Artilla being that vast, that large. It's a huge continent, and I didn't realize how big it was until I started putting things into it. And I knew, okay, I wanted to have enough of this in there. And once I said, okay, this has got to be this far away. It's got to take them at least this long to get here. And they're going by boat, so it's got to, so I started factoring this thing in. And then once I start applying that to the larger scale, I realized my country, Artilla, or my continent, Artilla, is freaking huge. And several of the Elora Diem, which I believe is now Common Het, has, when they did their continent, they came across the same issues where the continent ended up being much larger than they had initially planned because of all of the stuff that they wanted to put in it. So as a tip to new GMs, when you're planning things out, keep in mind that the more you add, the bigger your country gets, the bigger your game gets. It can get pretty good size. Guys, that's really all I have. I've got to actually get into work and wait and see what their reaction is to this beard and face. Yeah. So if you like these videos, please click on the like button. If you think someone else would like them, please click on the share. Every like's an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. Help me gain 300 experience points so I can get the second level. And as always, the AMDM does hereby authorize you, the viewer, 10 experience points for every video that you share. You got to share my video, not somebody else's video. You have to share mine. I might have to correct that. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, guys. So go forth and roll some dice.